3 out of 15. Can you show us code 6 on a code 37 vehicle? We're going to be on Arlington, south of Obama. Vehicle is going to be a gray Chevy Silverado 01953 Paul 2. We're going to be following that vehicle southbound Arlington from Obama. Let me get a backup, please.
Any unit in the vicinity 315, correction 315 requesting a backup here. Unit is supervised on the code 37, Arlington and Obama, following the vehicle southbound from Arlington. Vehicles a Silverado pickup. 315, repeat the plate.
Continuing southbound Arlington, passing 39.
Three 15 is continuing southbound Arlington plus 49. 315, Roger, can you repeat the plate?
3 out of 15, the plate's going to be 01953 Paul 2, continuing southbound Arlington, approaching King, setting up for a eastbound turn onto King from Arlington.
315 is southbound Arlington, approaching King, setting up for an eastbound turn onto King from Arlington. Vehicle is a Silverado pickup truck with 01953 Paul 2, 01953 Paul 2.
Three out of 15, we're continuing eastbound King, approaching Gramercy, unknown amount of occupants.
315 eastbound King, approaching Gramercy, unknown occupants.
3 out of 15, we're making a southbound turn on the Gramercy from King.
315 southbound on Gramercy from King.
3 out of 15, can I get the ETA on the airship, please?
30 seconds. 30 seconds for the air unit.
3 out of 15, we're going to be in pursuit of the Silverado, southbound Gramercy, passing 42th Street.
All units in all frequencies stand by. 315 is in pursuit of a code 37 Silverado 01953 Paul 2, southbound Gramercy, passing 42nd. Requesting a backup here and supervisor.
3 out of 15, we're continuing southbound, passing Vernon. 3 out of 15, be advised for the airship. Once you're over, we're going to go into tracking.
315 is southbound, passing Vernon, requesting when the air unit is over for tracking.
3 out of 40, show me responding on my right.
Southbound through 48, and copy on the tracking. We're going to be in tracking. It's going to be on the brakes, southbound, approaching 52.
307, show me monitoring.
He's going to be
3040, Roger. Air unit is over tracking.
approaching 54.
Air unit is over the vehicle southbound, approaching 54.
4. Coming up to Slauson.
3 out of 15, can I get 3 additional units for a total of 4 due to leaving the division?
309, I show secondary to pursuit.
399 is secondary in the pursuit. 315 is working 3 additional units.
31 third.
He's going to be westbound on Slauson from Arlington. Through Wilton. Southbound Cimarron. Southbound Cimarron from Slauson, guys. You got to catch up. Continuing Slauson, Cimarron. Next left. Stand by for direction. It's going to be southbound Hyde Park. Comes down to Hyde Park. Make that right. He's coming up to Van Ness. It's going to be through Van Ness, still westbound on Hyde Park. Westbound Hyde Park, coming up. He's going to be through 4th, continuing southbound or westbound on Hyde Park. Westbound Hyde Park, passing 5th. Going to be passing Madden, continuing westbound, stand by for direction. Continuing westbound on Hyde Park through 8th Ave.
315 is westbound on Hyde Park through 8th Ave. All units in all frequency standby. 315 is in pursuit of 1237 vehicle.
Through Crenshaw, continuing westbound on Hyde Park.
Olympic.
Just southwest.
Approaching West Boulevard. It's going to be southbound on West Boulevard from Hyde Park. Southbound on West. Officer's going to have to come all the way down. He's going to be southbound on West Boulevard. He's picking up speed, coming southbound on West Boulevard. Approaching Redondo Boulevard. Going to be over the train tracks, approaching Florence. Westbound on Florence from west. Westbound Florence from west. Number 1 lane. Westbound Florence.
Correction 315 is westbound on Florence from the number 1 lane.
Continuing on westbound on Florence, coming up to Prairie.
Westbound on Florence approaching Prairie through the intersection.
Florence. Southbound on Prairie from Florence.
315 is southbound Prairie from Florence. 370
Officers are going to have to tighten this up. We're continuing southbound on Prairie, passing Regent.
315 is southbound Prairie, passing Regent. Air units requesting units to tighten up.
It's going to be approaching Manchester.
315 approaching Manchester.
Manchester continues southbound on Prairie.
40, how many units do I have with that pursuit?
Air 10, there's nobody up here yet. He's going to be through Pinkay, continuing southbound on Prairie. Through Arbor Vitra.
315 is through Arbor Vita from Pinkay.
Continuing southbound on Prairie.
Continuing southbound on Prairie.
Approaching Hardy Street.
Continuing southbound on Prairie, approaching Hardy.
On Prairie. Approaching Century Boulevard.
315 southbound Prairie, approaching Century Boulevard.
On Prairie. Advising LAPD. We're going to be continuing southbound on Prairie through 104.
315 southbound on Prairie through 104.
It's going to be through Lenox, continuing southbound on Prairie.
Continuing through Lenox, southbound on Prairie.
Through 111th Street, continuing southbound on Prairie. Come up to the 104.
111 southbound on Prairie, approaching 105.
It's going to be going westbound on Imperial from Prairie. He's entered the freeway going westbound on the 105, westbound 105. Westbound 105.
Suspect is now entering the westbound freeway from the 105.
Advise you
towards the airport.
Westbound 105 from Prairie.
315 westbound 105 from Prairie.
The number 3 lane, he's through Hawthorne.
Suspect is in number 3 lane, 105 westbound through Hawthorne.
He's going to be over the right shoulder.
Suspect is over the right shoulder.
He's going to be on the transition to the 405. Stand by for direction.
The suspect is on the transition to the 405.
From the 105. Northbound 105 from the 405.
Suspect is northbound 405 from the 105.
105. He's 405 north, continuing towards Lenox Boulevard.
Suspect is northbound 405, continuing towards Lenox Boulevard. Area, do you want CHP to take over?
5 lane, continuing northbound on the 405 from the 105.
L40, Roger on CHP.
Roger, stand by. Suspect is continuing northbound on the 405 in the number 5 lane.
Officers, you got to tighten it up. LAX isn't letting us in his airspace. He's going to be number 2 lane, continuing northbound 405.
Suspect is continuing northbound 405 in number 2 lane.
He's passing Arva Vista. I don't have him in sight.
Air unit no longer has the suspect in sight. Last seen northbound 405 passing Arva Vista.
We'll be right with your pursuit as soon as this airplane passes. Primary, take it over.
Roger. Continuing northbound, the 405 is going to be on the number 5 lane.
Suspect continuing northbound number 5, 405 number 5 lane.
315, continuing northbound 405, approaching La Tijera Boulevard exit.
405, correction 315 at northbound 405 freeway.
315, we're exiting La Tijera Boulevard, stand by for direction. He's going to be going eastbound La Tijera.
315, the suspect is exiting the freeway from the northbound 405 at eastbound La Tierra.
315, we're continuing eastbound La Tijera, passing Albert.
Units in all frequencies, stand by. 315 is in pursuit of a code 37 vehicle, eastbound La Tierra, passing Albert. The vehicle is a Silverado pickup truck.
315, we're going to be going southbound Centinela, passing La Cienega.
315 is southbound Centinela, passing La Cienega.
315, the airship is able to continue with broadcast and track.
Give me 10 seconds.
10 seconds for the air unit.
Roger, we're continuing southbound Centinela, passing Eucalyptus.
315 southbound Centinela, passing Eucalyptus.
Stand by direction. He's approaching Florence. Southbound Centinela, approaching Florence.
Airton is over. Suspect is southbound Centinela, approaching Florence.
He's going to be eastbound on Florence from Centinela. Verify we're in tracking again.
3040, verify you want the air unit track.
Roger, tracking.
Roger, air unit tracking the vehicle last seen eastbound on Florence from Centinela.
He's continuing eastbound on Florence.
Eastbound on Florence.
Yeah.
Continue eastbound on Florence through Victoria.
Yeah, we're going to be fetching up pursuit.
All units and all frequencies, air traffic is tracking the vehicle last seen eastbound on Florence. To Victoria.
Approaching Crenshaw, continuing eastbound. He's going to be through Crenshaw, continuing eastbound on Florence.
Suspect is continuing through East Century, passing eastbound through Florence.
How many units do I have with that pursuit?
Ayrton, how many units is she? Suspect continuing eastbound 8th Avenue.
L40, I can't look back. Ayrton, he's going to be continuing eastbound on Florence, approaching Van Ness.
Eastbound Florence, approaching Van Ness.
He's through Western, continuing Gramercy, approaching Western on Florence.
Suspect is on Florence, passing through Western and Gramercy.
Continuing through Western, eastbound on Florence.
Continuing through Florence, westbound, correction, eastbound through Western.
Through Denker, continuing eastbound. He's on the brakes.
Suspect is through Denver, eastbound.
Southbound. Disregard. Change line is continuing eastbound on Florence. Eastbound Florence.
Eastbound to Florence.
Southbound on Normandy. Southbound Normandy. Next right, guys.
Suspect southbound Normandy.
For one lane, continuing southbound on Normandy.
Number 1 lane, southbound on Normandy.
Suspect male Hispanic wearing black hoodie and a dark blue flannel.
It's going to be through 79.
Suspect is going to be a male Hispanic, black hoodie, dark blue flannel, now continuing through 79.
He's through 83, continuing southbound, approaching Manchester.
Suspect is eastbound on Florence through approaching 83rd.
Watch cross traffic. Through Manchester, continuing southbound on Normandy.
Suspect is through Manchester, southbound on Normandy.
Coming up on 92. Going to be through 92, continuing southbound on Normandy.
Suspect through 92nd from Normandy.
Coming up on Century, he's on the brakes. Through Century, continuing southbound on Normandy. Watch cross traffic.
Watch cross traffic. Suspect is southbound on Normandy through Century.
Through 104, continuing southbound on Normandy.
Suspect is passing 104 southbound through Normandy. Action on Normandy.
Continuing southbound through 108.
Continuing southbound through 108.
Through 110.
Through 110.
Continuing southbound, he's going to be in the number 1 lane.
Continuing southbound, number 1 will happen. Southbound, number 1 lane, through Imperial, units watch for crash traffic.
It's going to be southbound, you cross the 105 freeway. Still southbound Normandy, number 1 lane.
Continuing southbound, number 1 lane, Normandy, passing the southbound through the 105 freeway.
He's going to be eastbound on 120.
Suspect is eastbound on 120th.
Next left. Continuing eastbound on 120. He's coming up.
Continuing eastbound on 120th.
He's through Vermont. He's continuing eastbound on 120.
Continuing eastbound Vermont, passing through Vermont. Correction, eastbound 120 passing through Vermont.
He's through Hoover, continuing eastbound.
Unit is continuing eastbound through Hoover. Vehicle is a Silverado pickup truck.
Southbound Figueroa from 120th. Southbound Figueroa through 120th. I mean, from 120th.
Vehicle is southbound Figueroa from 120th. Traffic, yes, I'm going to... This is 463 on 1830. Vehicle continuing southbound to Figueroa.
Figueroa. Coming up on 135, still southbound Figueroa.
Traffic continuing through southbound Figueroa through 135th.
Passing 140th, continuing southbound, approaching Rosecrans.
Passing 114, approaching Rosecrans.
Through Rosecrans, southbound on Figueroa.
Southbound Figueroa through Rosecrans.
Southbound on Redondo Beach, or through Redondo Beach. Still southbound on Figueroa.
Continuing southbound through Redondo, passing Figueroa.
Through Alondra, still southbound on Figueroa.
Southbound Figueroa through Alondra.
Going to be on the brakes. Gardena. Westbound Gardena from Figueroa.
Suspect is on the bridge. Westbound Gardena from Figueroa.
Westbound Gardena from Figueroa is going to be under the 110 freeway. Came out the other side, still westbound on Gardena.
Suspect still westbound Gardena from Figueroa under the 110 freeway bridge.
He's going to be approaching Vermont.
Suspect is approaching Vermont.
Northbound Vermont from Gardena, northbound Vermont.
Northbound Vermont from Gardena.
You're just going to have to tighten up on the suspect. It's going to be northbound on Vermont, passing Alondra.
Northbound Vermont, passing Alondra.
He's on the brakes. He's going to be eastbound Redondo Beach from Vermont. Eastbound Redondo Beach from Vermont.
Suspect is eastbound Vermont from Redondo Beach.
He's on the brakes.
Eastbound Redondo Beach from Vermont.
He's at a U-turn, officers. Use caution. He made a U-turn. He's going westbound on Redondo Beach. He's coming at Vermont. He's going to be passing you.
Suspect did a U-turn. He's now going westbound on Redondo Beach. At Vermont.
Continue westbound on Redondo.
Continue westbound on Vermont, passing, correction, westbound on Redondo Beach, passing Vermont.
Continuing westbound, he's number 2 lane.
Westbound in the number 2 lane.
Pursuit.
He's through Normandy, continuing westbound. Westbound Redondo Beach, number 2 lane.
Westbound Redondo Beach, number 2 lane.
Through Western, continuing westbound.
Through Western, westbound.
Yeah.
He's going to be coming up on Fan S, continuing westbound on Redondo Beach, number 1 lane. Back to the number 2 lane.
Suspect is continuing westbound on the Redondo, passing Van Ness in number 1 lane. Now through. Now in the number 2 lane.
Coming up on Crenshaw, we're continuing westbound.
Continue westbound, approaching Crenshaw.
Continuing westbound on Redondo Beach.
Continue westbound on Redondo Beach, passing through Crenshaw.
L10, what's the suspect speed?
Air 10 the speed.
Probably 60 to 75 miles an hour. Very light traffic. He's coming up on Prairie. Continuing westbound.
Suspect is approaching Prairie, light traffic, L10 to 60 to 75 miles per hour.
Through Prairie. He's under the 405 freeway. Continue westbound on Redondo.
Suspect is continuing westbound Redondo, just under the 405 freeway. Through Prairie.
Primary, we are outside of the city. How many more units do you need?
Yeah, through Hawthorne. He's turned into Artesia. We're continuing westbound on Artesia.
Continuing westbound on Artesia, Hawthorne that turned into Artesia.
Going to be through Inglewood, continuing westbound.
Through Inglewood, continuing westbound.
It's going to be through Vale, continuing westbound.
Continuing through westbound through Vale.
Approaching Aviation, continuing westbound, number 2 lane.
Suspect is continuing westbound, approaching Aviation in the number 2 lane.
He's on the brakes at Aviation. He's going to be through Aviation, continuing westbound on Artesia.
Continue westbound Artesia through the bridge from Aviation.
Number 1 lane, continuing westbound.
Number 1 lane, continuing westbound.
All units go 41511 and I am street, no evidence of trouble.
Now southwest.
He's coming up to Sepulveda, continuing westbound.
Continuing westbound, approaching Sepulveda.
He's on the brakes. He's going northbound Sepulveda from Artesia. Northbound Sepulveda from Artesia.
Suspect is on the bridge, going northbound Sepulveda from Artesia.
Continuing northbound on Sepulveda, number 2 lane. He's on the brakes.
Where's we get?
Suspect continuing northbound on Sepulveda in the number 2 lane, on brake.
Right turn on Rhonda, R-O-N-D-A.
Suspect making a right turn on Rhonda.
Down on Rhonda.
Suspect going eastbound on Rhonda.
Officer's going to put him back out on Sepulveda. It's going to hold on. He's going to come back out on Sepulveda. Made him make a loop. He's going to be behind you now.
He's suspect making a loop on Sepulveda towards officers. Southbound on Sepulveda.
Flip around and come southbound on Sepulveda. Southbound on Sepulveda, approaching RTJs right off to your left-hand side.
Suspect is southbound on Sepulveda, approaching.
Southbound, I think it's PCH now.
Suspect is southbound on Sepulveda, pass through Artesia now, approaching PCH.
As Sepulveda turned into PCH, we're going to continue southbound on PCH.
Sepulveda is turning into PCH, continue southbound on PCH.
We're through 16th Street, continuing southbound.
Doing 16, passing through 16th Street South, continuing southbound.
It's going to be through Aviation, he's continuing southbound.
Through Aviation, continuing southbound.
He's on the brakes.
Just on the brakes.
He's going to be through 2nd Ave, continuing southbound. And
through 2nd Ave, continuing southbound.
Anita for PCH.
Suspect is on Anita through PCH. 373, roger.
On Anita.
Correction, continuing eastbound on Anita.
He's going to be through Harkness, continuing eastbound on Anita. Through Flex.
Continuing eastbound through Hartman.
Anita.
Continuing eastbound Anita through Hartman. Correction, through Harkness.
Continuing eastbound on Anita.
Continuing eastbound on Anita.
Approaching Enterdero. He's going to be through Enterdero, continuing eastbound.
Suspect is eastbound Anita, approaching Enterdero.
Through Anza, continuing eastbound.
Through Anza, continuing eastbound.
It's now 190th Street. We're going to continue through Inglewood.
Continuing through Inglewood from 190.
He's going to be on 190, going eastbound, approaching Hawthorne.
Suspect is on 190th, eastbound, approaching Hawthorne.
We're going to be through Hawthorne, continuing eastbound on 190th.
Eastbound, continue on Hawthorne, eastbound, 190th.
He's traveling with the speed of traffic. He's going to be in the number 2 lane, continuing eastbound on 190th, approaching Prairie. He's going to be through.
Suspect is going with the flow of traffic, number 2 lane, eastbound on 190th, approaching Prairie.
He's approaching Crenshaw, continuing eastbound 190th.
Eastbound 119, approaching Crenshaw.
Through Crenshaw, continuing eastbound 190th.
Eastbound 190 through Crenshaw.
Coming up on Van Ness, he's going to be continuing eastbound 190th.
Eastbound 190 through Van Ness.
Coming up to Western.
Coming up Western.
Western continuing eastbound on 190th.
Through Western, continue eastbound on 190th.
3010, terminate the pursuit.
Air 10, verify.
3010, I advise to terminate the pursuit.
17, we're going to shut down 190th in the Gramercy.
Is going to terminate at 109th and Gramercy. Correction, going to shut down 109th and Gramercy.
Three, the President T and a supervisor PCH and aviation for TC involved.
304.
Cleaners in all frequencies, clear, except for Southwest unit standby.
$370, was there a Southwest unit involved in TC?
Roger, it was 3Z3 at PCH and aviation.
3070, Roger, you can show me responding to that.
3070, Roger.
I can respond to Z3, I'm closer. You can have 70 go handle the debrief.
3070, handle the debrief. 3040 is closer, who's going to go meet?
3070, Roger, what's the location of the debrief?
Just have units involved in the pursuit respond to Southwest and meet with L70.
Units involved in the pursuit, debrief at Southwest Station, meet with 3L70.